big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Today I'm very excited to talk to you about something that's very meaningful to me, the transformative power of therapy. It's not just about addressing mental challenges. Therapy is a journey towards emotional intelligence. Through therapy, I've actually learned how to understand the emotions of others better, which has hugely improved my communication and improved my relationships with the people I cherish most. So here's the exciting part. BetterHelp wants to support you on this journey. Their extensive network of licensed therapists offers you a path to personal growth and fortified connections. What's more, they're on a mission to make therapy more affordable and accessible. Say goodbye to the limitations of your location, because BetterHelp is available entirely online. Getting started is as simple as answering a few questions. BetterHelp will quickly match you with a therapist tailored to your needs. If you're eager to deepen your self-awareness and connections with others, just click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/besteverfood to get 10% off your first month. And here's a bonus. With BetterHelp, switching therapists is hassle-free, and it comes at no extra cost or insurance complications. So what are you waiting for? Just go to betterhelp.com/besteverfood today. Now, on to the show.
In this video,
That's delicious.
we're taking on 12 of Vietnam's absolute cheapest,
What you want with this is just like a really ice-cold beer.
yet highly satisfying street foods.
Take a look at this.
But first, let's back up. Saigon is a rapidly expanding city of over 9 million.
That is a lot of hungry people, and that means a lot of street food.
A stroll down a city sidewalk will bombard you with the sounds of motorbike engines and the tantalizing aromas of Vietnamese street food.
For my Indian peeps out there, I'm gonna tell you if Vietnamese curry is better or worse than Indian curry.
Here, locals use fresh, affordable ingredients and transform them into something magical.
Look how incredibly well this has been wrapped. I do believe you could use this to tie up an individual.
Today, I'm on a mission to show you how these next-level flavors can spring up from low-level prices.
Oh dear Lord.
Sometimes as low as $1 or $2.
Very new, very different, and inventive.
This is the Saigon Street Food Dollar Menu, and it all starts here.
We've come to our first location, and we're actually beginning the day with a bit of a dessert.
Saigon is one of the world's most hectic cities. To thrive here, you need the perfect fuel.
It looks delicious. It looks very, very sweet. It also doesn't really look like an ideal kind of breakfast situation.
This energy-packed breakfast requires PANDAN-infused sticky rice mixed with grated coconut and a super sauce combination of PANDAN juice, coconut milk, and tapioca pearls.
I cannot believe that this is available for breakfast at 9:30 in the morning, and people are eating this to start their day.
Step 1. Neatly wrap each banana with green sticky rice.
Meanwhile, you look around, not a lot of fatties here in Vietnam. Is it all the upper body workout from riding the motorbike? Perhaps.
Grill it over charcoal, giving it an addictive smoky flavor. When the outer layer is crispy, it's ready to eat. Cut up these dense carb blocks into bite-sized pieces. Douse them with creamy pandan sauce. Then finish off with a sprinkle of peanuts.
First of all, this smells amazing. This has got to be 1,000 calories of food. Every time. The coconut cream is so unbelievably rich. It's coconutty, it's creamy, it's sweet, it's fatty, it's rich, it's delicious. You gotta be kidding. There's not another guy vlogging. All right, that's gotta be a coincidence. I just thought, hey, we have exclusive. This is for us, right? What gives? What gives, bro? Anyways, sorry, I lost my focus. Back to the review. It's incredible. It's really unlike any type of Western dessert. Beyond the sweetness and the delicious coconut, you have a mixture of textures here. You've got crunchy peanuts, you have the mushy banana, but then you have sticky rice in there too that's been grilled. So you're getting a little bit of that rice toasty crunch every time you take a bite. Oh, this is a massive quantity of food, but it's also an extraordinary value. This right here costs 85 cents. That's ridiculous. This is so much actual food. While people are going through inflation in the USA, we're going through yumflation. I got nothing.
Our second dish is a record-breaking invention.
The people of Vietnam are the innovators of rice. You bring them normal-ass rice and they'll make it into terrific and amazing things.
This is Bánh Chanh Cuốn, an innovative Vietnamese street food made by rolling rice paper around a long list of delicious ingredients. Here, Ms. Do It, the mastermind behind this stall, has managed to elevate this Bánh Chanh Cuốn to the next level by making one continuous roll, extending an impressive 3 feet in length.
It's $1.58. That's an incredible, extraordinary value.
To start, prepare rice paper sheets with an even spray of water. Then, line up 5 at a time. Now for the layers of flavor. Shrimp, garlic, fried shallots, mango, Vietnamese coriander, and hard-boiled eggs. Now that the rice paper has reached full capacity, she rolls them up tight. The lengthy rice paper roll is accompanied by a special sauce made of tamarind water, fried shallots, peanuts, fried scallion, an egg, and butter.
You don't even have to cut it if you don't want to. You just give it a little bit of a dip like this. Like Vietnamese fruit by the foot. That's outstanding. Oh my god. This is my first time having a sauce like this in Vietnam. It's like a mix of everything. I would put this on par with one of those foods that feels like a junk food. It feels like it's terrible for you. And the reality is, it's mostly fruit inside. When I look at the bánh tráng cuốn, I think it is a true testament to Vietnamese creativity. The fact that people can just take a handful of very affordable ingredients and make foods that are delicious and healthy. I heard that the best piece is actually in the middle. Look how incredibly well this has been wrapped. I do believe you could use this to tie up an individual. What a dream.
Next up, an energy booster served in the world's most dangerous place, alongside Vietnamese traffic.
This is real street food right here, being made right in front of me.
This is a generational recipe, and she's been selling it since 2010.
Literally, people can stop in traffic and buy one of these snacks. Can I have mop mop?
The main ingredient, rice flour mixed with pandan juice. She fills bamboo tubes with the flour, then steams it using coconut water. While that's steaming, she extracts the coconut meat. Sure, you could use a new, fancy, modern peeler bought from a supermarket, or you could just use a bottle cap. The tubes are steamy, which means the rice flour is cooked. Spread it out on a fluffy rice paper. Flavor with sugar, sesame seeds, and coconut. Roll and serve.
Oh wow, it's like pure sugar. Oh, I love this. Very new, very different, and inventive. She literally has her whole restaurant just on a gun. This is the iconic way for Vietnamese people, especially women, to move a lot of stuff at one time. This is the magic that makes this dish so special. This is the rice paper, and it's almost like a foam, but it's a little bit sweet too. It has almost no flavor to it, but it has a perfect texture once you put all these ingredients inside. It's a classic Vietnamese sweet treat. The price here, very affordable, 43 cents per roll. But I can't get over the fact that you could be here at a red light, stopped in traffic, look down and see somebody making fresh to order food that you can just buy right there on the spot. You gotta love it.
There are few things more disgusting than having hair in your food, unless you're eating at this place. This ingredient is known locally as fairy hair, a tasty freshwater algae common in Vietnamese and Chinese cooking. It's a crucial ingredient in Vietnamese crab soup. In a large pot, boil a shrimp broth, dried shiitake mushrooms, seasonings, rock sugar, and the fairy hair. Add in beaten eggs and cornstarch to thicken it up. To make it even more decadent, crab sticks and quail eggs. Serve by combining the soup with shrimp, a 1,000-year-old egg, pig brain, crab meat, sesame oil, cilantro, and black pepper. This is a classic Vietnamese comfort dish, absolutely adored nationwide, and it rings up at a very affordable $2.13. However, as we're approaching lunchtime, I'm in the mood for something more substantial, something more filling, something a little odd.
It has everything. This is literally just a nutrient-dense bowl full of deliciousness. Something known throughout Asia, it's curry.
These odd-looking yellow spheres are unlaid chicken eggs, and they're the centerpiece of this restaurant's Mekong-inspired curry. First things first, the broth must be made to perfection using coconut milk, chicken stock, curry powder, chili oil, cinnamon leaves, kumquat juice, and other curry seasonings. This mixture cooks for 5 hours, together with blocks of blood cake, which taste a lot better than their name suggests.
And for my Indian peeps out there, I'm gonna tell you if Vietnamese curry is better or worse than Indian curry.
Here comes the protein. Juicy chicken, expertly chopped and portioned. Assembly begins with rice noodles, blanched with bean sprouts. Add string bean and onion. Blanched chicken, unlaid eggs, and sweet potato to give them some heat. Finally, drown everything in broth.
When I look at this, I can immediately tell why it costs a little bit more money. Still not crazy expensive, a great value. Oh wow, you know, it's 100% very, very different. You can taste the coconut richness like in Thai food, but then you also taste the chicken bones and chicken fat that's been boiling inside of that broth too. It is really stunning, super delicious. I love it. This is really like a perfectly curated bowl. Everything is in the exact perfect right proportion. The first thing I'm gonna start with is an unlaid chicken egg. Very nice. Got a little bit of bounce to it. It's super warm. That's either a liver or a gizzard. Oh Lord. Incredibly chewy, incredibly tasty. Here, blood cake. Most likely this is coming from chicken blood. There's many different types of blood cake out there. Imagine anything that has blood. It can become a cake. It's actually so good. This is my first time having this type of curry in Vietnam, and I'm absolutely in love. This has to be in my top 2 curries. Something from India, and then also here. This place has been around for 3 generations already, and it started like our last location. Just a little lady carrying around her whole restaurant on her shoulder, and then it became this. Now, can you carry this around on your shoulder? I doubt it.
With this next dish, Vietnam officially hacks health food.
Come take a look at this. That's well, gosh.
It's known as a salad,
The plants are not the standout factor here.
but it's loaded with powerful proteins, including raw pork. This uncooked but fermented pork is a mixture of lean pork, pork skin, garlic, peppercorns, and special sausage seasonings. The meat is thoroughly mixed with more meat. Fermented pork skin, Vietnamese beef bologna, roasted cinnamon pork, garlic, chili, cucumber, Vietnamese coriander, pepper, and green mango.
This salad costs $2.18. It's definitely all about the meat. The fermented pork becomes kind of sour over time, and it's got this pinky color to it, like a newborn pig, really. Cheers. It's actually quite delicious. It's a little sour. It tastes of fish sauce. We have pig skin right here. I want to mix that with a little bit of the mango, garlic. Now that's a nice looking bite. It's sour and it's really chewy. I do like the texture of it. These are some strong flavors in here though, man. It's cheap, it's good for on the go. For me, I'm having a difficult time trying to figure out, is this a salad? Is it healthy or is it unhealthy? Because there's plants, there's a lot of plants. It's that f***ing guy. What the fuck is he doing? Why is he in my show? This is not an accident. He's walking away. Better walk away. Okay, for those who don't know, if you're a food reviewer, you have a turf. My turf is the entire city. You don't get to come on my turf and do your own food reviews or your vlogs or talk to your little camera. He's literally behind a sign looking at me. Is that him? Is he? If I see him again, I will start a confrontation that will likely become physical and incur legal ramifications. Overall, I gotta say, not healthy. It's not just meat, it's processed meat. Now, it is really still classic Vietnamese. For $2, you cannot go wrong. Next time, get it without the cucumber. That's what I would do.
This next food is a bold declaration of Southeast Asia's audacious and adventurous appetite. At first glance, it looks just like any other egg, but this is a duck egg. And when you crack one open, you'll be met with an embryo suspended in a murky yolk.
It looks like it belongs to some kind of insane fair food festival. This is a fertilized, partially developed duck egg.
The typical cooking method for fertilized duck eggs is boiling, but here, the eggs are mixed with a sticky rice flour batter, then deep fried until they become crispy.
Here's the thing, I don't know how developed this is. Is it gonna have feet and eyeballs?
Once complete, it's served with a combination of savory fish sauce, kumquat juice, chilies, and scallion oil. It's an adventure in your mouth, and at a very affordable price.
Oh, I don't know. Do I break it open or do I bite it open? Oh, wow. Crunchy, juicy, warm, and then as you take it apart, you can see it's a bit developed. It's not that developed. I'm not seeing any legs, but I am seeing some deep veins inside. This one would have been a bodybuilder. The taste itself is very good. It's steamy. It tastes like some kind of a delicious duck soup, and it has a wonderful crispy shell on the outside. Right here, the legendary dipping sauce. There's a lot of fish sauce in there. It smells bitter, heavy. Try it out. Oh, wonderful. It just adds a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of punch. It's absolutely stunning. It's delicious. We are done for now, but we will see you at the next street food.
In this city, budget doesn't determine the quality of your meal. Bring some spare change to this joint and experience a unique Vietnamese take on the classic sandwich. Instead of the usual bread slice, here they go off-road with sticky rice infused with vibrant hues, turmeric powder for yellow, and butterfly pea flowers for blue. For about $1, you get their classic sandwich filled with pork floss, sausage, dried shrimp, and chili sauce. To crank it up a notch, toss in an extra 50 cents for a whole beef patty and a fried egg. Next up, a dish so loved it changed this man's life.
This one is stunning. An unusual ingredient, no doubt.
The owner here used to work at a dreary office devoid of passion. But 3 years ago, he said F these spreadsheets, quit, and opened up this place.
These are fried fish stomachs. Yes.
At the time, this dish was not available in Saigon, and now we're gonna see how it's made. It starts with a special batter, a blend of rice flour, tapioca flour, tempura flour, duck eggs, and water. Coat the fish stomachs with the batter, making sure every nook and cranny is embraced by that magical blend. Then give them a good old-fashioned sizzling deep fry. Serve with Vietnamese coriander, cucumber, and plum sauce.
It's all about the elasticity of it. It's all about the texture. Now, this version of a fish stomach I've never had before. Try it out. Oh yeah. Let me explain why this is such a unique and a wonderful food. They've taken a pork mixture that's highly flavored with pepper. That mixture gets stuffed inside of the fish stomach. You get a little bit of like a rubbery casing, that's the stomach. And then inside you get that juicy, oily pork. It's super delicious. It's a lot of fish stomachs. It's only about $1.20. Recently, Michelin Guide came here to Saigon. They told you which foods and which restaurants and places they recommended. This is going on my recommended list. Get it anywhere, but especially get it here.
If you enjoy the concept of a personal pan pizza, you'll love this.
Ah, take a look at this.
The Personal Pot Hot Pot. This introverted twist on the classic hot pot was actually born out of necessity during the pandemic, a way to savor delicious flavors while still meeting distancing requirements. The hot pot broth is made with chicken stock, tom yum sauce, fish sauce, lemon powder, and other seasonings. Now, pile the pot up with delicious toppings.
Let me explain why this meal is wild. This whole thing right here costs $1.66. Now, let's see what you get for $1.66. We have enoki mushrooms wrapped with beef. We have some mock crab, a little bit of squid, a friggin' shrimp. All of that is just swimming in this broth. It's real hot. That's delicious. It tastes like a Thai tom yum broth, and it's very sweet and salty at the same time, slightly sour. Oh, take a look at this. These always blow my mind because it looks like candy. It's like kind of a fish ball. Quite a fishy flavor. This looks real nice. Look at the pattern. Look at the shape on that squid right there. It's more fishy than you would think, but a wonderful chewy texture nonetheless. This right here is what I really want. These are Vietnam's famous 2 shrimp noodles, and it's soaking up that delicious sweet and salty broth. Right here, I've got some noodles. I've got some mock crab. Bring it all together. It's delicious. I love the noodles a little bit al dente, not cooked all the way through, not too soft. To make money, people come here, they're very much seduced by the cheap hot pot, but then they bring friends. Then they go, oh wait, I'm sober, that sucks. I should get drunk. That's way more comfortable. Then they do that. Then they start running out of food. And so what do? They have a whole menu to the side over here where you can order extra everything. By the time you're 10 beers in and you're really full from the hot pot, then that's when you actually spend some money. But if you play it smart, like me, if you bring vodka in your shoe and only stick to the one course, very inexpensive, very affordable.
If you're looking to expand your world of poultry possibilities, check out this next bird, butter fried quail. This is an iconic Saigonese street food. The birds are seasoned with salt, garlic, shrimp brain, and other seasonings. Now fry it in a pan of oil and melted butter. To serve, butter the quails up even more. Then add a side of veggies. And as for the price, just a little over $2 for 3 birds. Now that's what I call a value meal.
Just down the street right here is the French post office. That's fun. Since this is kind of a tourist hotspot here, there are a lot of street food vendors, including the one behind me.
We've come to Mr. Dao, a name famous among locals and tourists who year after year seek him out to experience his fried dried squid.
This guy just whipped together nothing like I've ever seen before. Now,
here's how it works. Dried squid is grilled over hot charcoal. After it's pressed, then shredded, the squid is fried, bringing it to an incredible level of crispiness. Now, let's talk about the sauce. A harmonious mixture of garlic, butter, sugar, chili sauce, and Vietnam's iconic fish sauce. The squid now joins the saucepan, soaking up all those concentrated flavors. Served with Vietnamese coriander and chili sauce.
It's been roasted and golden, it's toasty on the outside, and then it's just glazed and sweet everywhere else. Let's try it out. Oh dear Lord. Now, is buttery the right word to use when there's so much margarine and when it's actually margarine and not butter? Yeah, it's buttery. This is a flavor bomb. It's savory, it's sweet, it's spicy. This is a real treat. What you want with this is just like a really ice cold beer. Then you take a hit of this, it's crispy in your mouth, it's releasing the flavor crystals, and then boom, drown it, more beer. I don't have a beer, so I'm imagining what it would be like if I did. Oh man, I bet it'd be awesome. I know what you're thinking. Well, Sonny, how am I gonna drink on the sidewalk? Isn't that illegal? Aren't I gonna get in trouble? Yeah, maybe if you're in the USA, but here in Vietnam, the land of freedom, you can just go to the grocery store and drink a beer on the street like an adult. It's fantastic.
Elevate your style with our brand new clothing collection. Rock out in our threads, feel the thrill of culinary adventures, and celebrate with us in style. Head on over to BEFRS.shop today.
A lot of people ask me how I keep in shape. It's called bulimia. It's where you vomit your food. Hey, do you want to hear a story? This used to be a royal dish in Vietnam. I don't buy it. I think that's how parents try to make their kids eat food back in the day. It's sausage and cucumber. What king was like, no one shall have sausage but me? If this is what American fast food was, everybody would be walking around super trim, in shape. Our mannequins would be normal sized. Anyone been at Target lately? What happened to the mannequins? They're not as curvy anymore. I saw one with scoliosis. It's a mess. I'm told they not only have this dish, they have a second dish that's a little bit less sweet for people with diabetes. Very thoughtful. Give people diabetes, then take care of them after you've given them diabetes. Well, guys, that is the end of the video, and that is 10 different super affordable street foods here in the city of Saigon. What amazes me is that I've lived here now for 7 to 8 years, and we've filmed hundreds of street foods, also hundreds of videos in Vietnam, and we're still able to find new things that I've never seen before. 100% Vietnam is a food culture, and in the city, people love to eat out. It's the opposite of Switzerland. What's amazing is you don't even have to make that much money, and you could probably eat out twice a day and eat some really good food. Guys, we tried 10 different foods today. Let me know which one made you the most curious. Which food would you most want to try? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. All right, I gotta go find that. Is that guy still? Oh my God, are you serious? He's right here. Bro, hey, what gives? What gives? Are you following us around?
Oh yes, of course. You've done the research, so I'll just follow you guys.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea. So you just go to all the places that we go.
Oh yeah, that's copying. So okay.
No, that's.
It's my camera.
Oh, is it? Okay. Wait, hold
Have
on.
a nice flight to me. Bye.
Do I have to go back to my country? I don't want to. Can I sell this for $5?
Hey man, that's more than $5.
All right, $7.
Okay, thank you.